By the way, I'm using a fingering weight yarn. I'm using double strand or double pull, and then the crochet hook that I'll be using is 5.0 millimeter. So to start, I'm going to chain 30. 1, 2, 3. After chaining 30, we're going to yarn over and work a double crochet on the third chain from hook. So we're gonna work 2 double crochet in there. So we have 1 and 2. Now by the time we get back, we will add 3 more. So there's gonna be 6 double crochets on both ends. Now in between, there will be just 1 double crochet into each chain. Once you get to the last chain, we're going to work 6 double crochets in there. So we have 1, 6. Okay, so make sure you have 6 in there. Now this will turn our work to the opposite side, so into the next available stitch, which is this one, we're just gonna work 1 double crochet into each. Once you get back around, into the same stitch as the 3 double crochets, we're gonna work 3 more so that we will have 6 double crochets in total. 2, 3. And then on top of the chain 2, that is where we're gonna work your slip stitch. So make sure that both ends have 6 double crochets. Now for round 2, we're going to chain 3, which counts as 1 double crochet, and then into the same stitch as the chain 3, we're gonna work 1 double crochet. So into the next 2 stitches, which is under the 6 double crochets, we're gonna work an increase, so we're gonna work 2 double crochets. So into each stitch, we're going to work 2 double crochets. So by the time we get back around, we're gonna work 2 double crochets into each of the last remaining 3 stitches in here, and then we're gonna do the same once we get to the other end. So we're going to work 2 double crochets into each of the 6 double crochet group, and then in between we will just work 1 double crochet. Alright, so for round 3, we're going to chain 3 and then into the same stitch as chain 3, we're gonna work a double crochet, 1 double crochet into the next, and we're going to repeat that 2 more times. So meaning we're going to work an increase again, 2, and 1, and then 2, and 1. And then 1 double crochet into each stitch. So you're gonna do that until you get here. So 1 double crochet until you get here. Next step is gonna work an increase to here, 1 single crochet into the next, single crochet, 2 double crochets, 1, Once you get to the other side, on the second increase, you're gonna work a 2 double crochet in there, 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochets, and then we're going to repeat one more time. And then into the next 2, we're going to work an increase. So we're going to work 2 double crochets and 2 more double crochets in there. Then we're going to work 1 double crochet into each of the next 2. Double crochets in there, and then 2 double crochets in here. And then that's it. So once you're back here into the second stitch of the increase of the previous round, we're gonna work an increase as well. And then we're gonna work 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Do that one more time. Two double crochets into the next, 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Now once you get to this, we're gonna work 2 double crochets and 2 more double crochets into the next, 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets into the next, 1 double crochet into each of the next 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 double crochets for the last time. 1, 2, 3. Now into each of the next remaining stitches here, do 1 double crochet into each stitch except this one. So do 1 double crochet into each of the next stitches until you get here. Alright, so when you finally get here, the next thing is we're gonna do our increase. One double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. And then an increase or 2 double crochets. 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 double crochets in here. So this is what it looks like now. So the next thing that we're gonna do is, for those who want to know the size of this one, so it's about 13.5 inches or 35 centimeters, about 5 1/4 inches, 13.5 centimeters. So that's the size of the project that we're making. And then in the next 3 rounds, we're going to work just 1 double crochet into each stitch around. So you can actually work 2 instead of 3, and then into the next stitch work 1 double crochet. So once you do a couple of rounds, it's gonna look like this. And then in the next 3 rounds, we're gonna work 1 double crochet into every stitch. So we're just chaining 2, 1 double crochet into the next, 2 double crochets into the chain 2 space, one double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochets, and then we keep repeating that until we have 3 rounds of 1 double crochet into every stitch around. Alright, so after this, you may now work chain 1, fast enough. The next step would be dividing into 4, so we have a total of 112, and then I'm going to start working the strap from here until here. So there should be 28 stitches in here, and then so this is the 28th. And then I'm gonna start by working chain 2, you can bury the tail as you go. So 1, 2, and then 1 double crochet into the next stitch. That will make 2 double crochets together, and into each of the stitches across, except for the last 2 stitches, we're just going to work 2 double crochets together into the last 2. Okay, so into the last 2 stitches, we are then going to work 2 double crochets together. That's it. And we're going to chain 2. We're going to turn 1 double crochet into the next, until we get to the last 2. And when you get to the last 2 stitches here, work 2 double crochets together, run over and work into the last stitch. There you go. Now you're gonna chain 2, turn, work 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then work 1 double crochet into each stitch, and you're going to repeat that until you have 5 remaining stitches. So the last 2 stitches we're gonna work 2 double crochets together. So this is what it looks like after working a couple of rounds. So the next step would be chaining 2 and then turn, work 1 double crochet into each stitch across, so you should have 6 double crochets in there, and then we will just continue working 1 double crochet into each stitch until maybe we have about 9 rows. So we have 5 now, so we should have 1 more. Alright, so I did about 7 rows of 1 double crochet into every stitch. So every row has 6 double crochets, and then once you get to the length that you want for the strap, you may now chain 1 and then fasten up. You may leave a long tail for sewing later. There we go. So that is going to be the repeat pattern for all 3 more straps. So into the next one, so we're gonna start working our next strap in here. So you can start here on the this would be the back side. On the front, this is going to be the front side, and then we're going to connect this to here. So to continue moving on to the next strap, I am going to start working on the back side. It's easier because I will just work the next strap into the very next stitch. So that would be in here, and then I will continue repeating what I repeated in making the strap. So I'm gonna work chain 2, 1 double crochet into the next, and then continue working 1 double crochet into each stitch except for the last 2 of the 28 stitches. So we need to have 26 double crochets on, and on the 26th and 27th, that's where we will do 2 double crochets together. So we are repeating working this strap, and we need 4.